activate. Just see what happens from there. Anyway, welcome to Kung Fu Africa number 2. I'm your host, Echo Frank Grey Wolf. This is my bonus 3 video. Um, Explaining my song Dying to Live, Living to Die. Versions 1, 2, and 3. Alpha Bravo Charlie. So, um, I was in the shower. That's where I get my best songs when I'm in the shower. And they're always my best songs until I come out and start singing them on this apparatus. However, Dying to Live versions 1, 2, and 3, Alpha Bravo Charlie, actually turned out pretty good. You know, I got a good hook. I did 3 versions of the song, and it came to me in the shower. Alright, so, one, let me clarify, I am fine. I am mentally fine. I'm not cracked. I got no screws loose. Had a fairly decent weekend. Might have been a little bit too long. Had some issues that I didn't want to deal with, but I dealt with them, and I graduated from college. Anyway, I got that thing somewhere. I don't even know what the hell I did with it. So, blank notebook that you gotta slide your degrees in. Anyhow, moving on. Freaking, song came in the shower, you know, and a lot of us are really just living to die. I can speak from experience that I have been living to die for a very long time. Part of the thing to change my plan is my bro Courtney got me to cosplay. You know, I thank you for that. My crush, the flawlessly beautiful and dangerously sexy Zeta Zhang, and these are things that push me to keep moving, keep going forward. Now, the song, it's a grim song. All of them are grim songs. Now, all 3 versions are grim, but all 3 of them have a hint of truth to it. Because in truth, there are a lot of people dying to live. And those are people whose lives are like, they're like cancer patients and they're cut short and they don't know how much time they have, which is why their time is so fucking important. I'm 49. My time has been taken from me. So that's why I'm trying to get everything done before I'm like 55 or whatever. So hopefully my acting career can take off and I can triple everything I lost. Especially get the girl. Because I never get the girl. Anyway, that's not the most important part. The most important part is that I explained to you how I got there. I'm not the only person who has bouts with depression. I'm not the only person who's miserable. I'm just the only person who's brave enough to talk about it on the internet. And man enough to talk about it on the internet. Now, not everything I want to talk about is there, but I would say in the songs, all 3 versions, Dying to Live, Living to Die, have probably more truth to them than most people want to admit. Because you have to look, alright, when you look in the mirror, are you happy when you look back into your own eyes? Are you sad? Are you miserable? Are you filled with regret? Did you want to cry? I want to cry all the time. I kid you not. One of the songs specifically says when you look in the mirror and your soul looks back at you, how do you feel? No, it's not worded that way because I don't forgot the lyrics that fast, but how do you feel when you look in the mirror and you look back at yourself and you see your own face? Are you proud of that? Or are you like sad because I come a long way from this to get all of this back? You know, I come a long, long fucking way from that, you know. And before that happened, I had this, and I had been told I was ugly all my life, and specifically black girls. No white girls ever really told me I was ugly. No Asian girls ever really told me I was ugly. It's mostly been black girls who have told me that I was ugly. And then those same black girls will get mad at me for dating white girls or other girls. And you can't have it both ways. You can't tell me I'm ugly in one breath and then see me dating a white girl and then tell me that I think I'm too good when y'all rejected me in the first damn place. And then as a grown person, when I just all out refuse to date black women, those same black women are the same kind that was telling me years ago, oh, you ain't shit. You ugly. We don't want nothing to do with your half-breed ass. You understand? Which goes back to, how many times have you looked in the mirror and wished that you were someone else? Wished that you were prettier. Wished that you were handsomer. Wished that the person that you like you. It's an everyday struggle for me. It's an everyday struggle. The one thing I will say, if by the grace of God I get to marry Zeta Zhang, that would be the best thing that I could ever ask for. Y'all have to go see how beautiful this girl is. And, I'm not the most handsomest man, but I can love a girl for the rest of my life. My ex would have been fine, but I wasn't for her. No, it wasn't meant to be. And I am well past over it. I'm well past over it. And I hope she's happy wherever she is. I hope she's blessed. I hope whatever person she's with is treating her well. But we can still be friends. That's where it ends. And I mean friends. I don't mean fuck buddies and none of that shit. Friends. Because I can tell you now, some women want to be loved, and some women don't. And if you happen to be one of those women, then before you get involved in a relationship with a man, you need to be straightforward with him. I don't want to be loved. I don't need a man. I don't want a man outside of anything other than dick. Now, some men, we're going to jump for that because we want that good. But if it's just going to be a friends with benefits, the man should have the right to know. Do not make a man fall in love with you and then hang him out to dry. And vice versa. If you are a man to a woman, which I thought I wasn't going to bring that up. If you are a man to a woman and all you want is sex, you may find a diamond in the rough that only wants sex too. So, be fucking honest with each other. Now, I'm 49, and if I'm on a date with a girl, sex is the farthest thing from my mind. But if she brings it up, I'm going to be honest with her. I was like, look, if you want a relationship, a full-on, fully committed relationship, I'm okay with that. I am not going to not do that. If that's not what you want, and you only want friends with benefits, I'm okay with that too. But eventually, I'm going to have to leave you. Because that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a long-term shit. I'm looking for a life partner. I'm looking for somebody that I can build shit with, stay with until the day I die. We don't have to have children. And as long as we have each other, I'm okay with that shit. Plus, I'm 49. I'm not really trying to chase down any children. I just want to chase her down. That's it. And other things. But if you want children, I can do that. But just remember that I'm older than you and I'm in worse shape than you. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a fucking situation. But I know how to raise a kid. I know not to push a kid too hard. I know not to fucking not discipline a kid. I've learned a lot of shit in my 49 years. But what I know the most important thing is that communication is the key to a strong relationship. Honesty is also the key to the strong relationship. And they go hand in foot. A relationship built on a lie is soon to go up in flames. It's just that simple. Know what you want before you get involved with anybody. Unless you are going to be straightforward with them from the motherfucking jump. Which everybody should be, but we're all cowards when it comes to that. Because we want to guard our hearts and our souls. And I get it. But at that same time, if you guard your heart and soul by being honest with that person from the beginning, then you get to understand, okay, he or she's not with that. So now I don't have to worry about forcing that down their throat. Now I can just go do me. Instead of dragging some innocent soul into a relationship that they don't want, or stamping myself into a relationship I don't want and then getting knocked up by this bastard knowing that I didn't want children in the first place. Be honest. You can't go wrong being honest. The only thing that you get honest can go wrong is that this motherfucker don't want what you want, and now y'all can go y'all separate ways. Nobody gets hurt. Period. So again, back to the song, because I know I jumped off topic a little bit. There have been many days where I woke up crying because I'm still here. And up until I started cosplaying and finding more about myself, those days weren't going anywhere. There have been many days where even now I want to pick my phone up and call Dr. Bishop. But as of 2023, I have had very slim bad days. I've had some incidences that kind of fucked my day up. But very, very slim bad days compared to fucking 40 some odd plus years of nothing but one big fucking bad day behind bad day behind bad day. And bad days do happen. They happen harder when you have bouts of depression. So, again, a lot of us are living to die. And people who have health issues are dying to live because they have so much they want to see before they go. I started looking at life through that lens when I hit 47. There is so much more I want to see before I die. No. So, dying to live because those are the people who really want to fucking live. And living to die. Those are the people who are slightly reckless and sometimes they throw caution to the wind without thinking and do shit like that. Or they are not so well upstairs and they just want the pain to stop. Now let me explain that so I can end this video. A lot of people who try to take their lives, they don't want to take their lives. They just want this pain to stop. That we can't really describe to anybody because no one can walk a mile in your shoes. They can only feel what you express, and then they really can't feel that if you don't express it well enough for them to understand. Again, living to die, because sometimes you just want to die so bad. You just want this fucking pain and you want it to just come to a stop. You want to stop suffering while other people are thriving in front of you, and you are helping them thrive by still existing instead of them grabbing the bull by the horns and taking care of their business. You're taking care of their business, which is hurting your business, and you're just not fucking making it, which has been the story of my life for like forever. But when I took it from the other perspective, and some shit that also came across TikTok, and it's probably been coming across TikTok quite a while, I just haven't let it get to me. And it was like, if you had 1 month left to live, would you tell anybody? And my answer was hell no. I would probably reconsider that, and I would tell a few people. I wouldn't tell my family. I would tell the family that I acquired. In other words, like my cousin Russell, my brother Adrian, my brother BJ, my biological brothers Billy, Mag, and Gerard. I might tell my biological brother from my mama's side. I would probably only tell one sister, which would be my older sister. I wouldn't tell my mom. I wouldn't tell my other sisters. I would tell my uncles, the ones that give a shit, And my other uncles on my dad's side they're all gone, except for Uncle Bryson. So shout out to Uncle Bryson. But I would probably tell my aunts on my father's side, because I was a lot closer with them than my aunts on my mama's side. And I only have one aunt on my mama's side left, so I might just tell her for a courtesy call. But the people in my family on my mama's side have big mouth syndrome, which is probably why I wouldn't tell anybody, because then everybody would start pretending like they give a fuck, as if you seen the other video when I talked about my sibling talking about something can change the family dynamic. Why you gotta wait till I graduate to change the family dynamic when you should have been changing the family dynamic from the fucking jump? You understand? And this is exactly why I would only tell a few people. I would not tell people this, like really, really close to people in the family. Like my two brothers down in Smithfield, I could tell them, and the only thing they would probably do is cry and tell me, we just didn't have enough time. And we didn't, because we pretty much separated as children. I wasn't allowed to go see them. I'm living in Charlottesville, and it wasn't like my mom could afford to drag my ass down to Smithfield every weekend to spend time with my younger brothers. And there is a big age gap between us, so, there's that. Because I think I was like 8 when Billy was born, and maybe 10 when Gerard was born. And I didn't really get to meet them until they got a little age on them. So I think by the time I met them, they were old enough to tie their shoes. My memory might be a little short because I do have concussion issues. But I know one of the very first times I saw Billy, he was really young, and I was still a kid myself because I was between 8 and 10. And there was Gerard. And then, like, I think a time after that, I might have saw them when I was 12, but we never really got to get that deep brotherly bond. And, like, with my brother on my mother's side, I practically had him every fucking day, But, I probably still wouldn't tell him. But I would tell Billy and Gerard. As far as, like, my aunts on my father's side, I would tell every last one that's still living. I would probably tell my entire father's side of my family before I tell anyone else. know. And I know that I wouldn't have to worry about them making an effort to come see me and none of that shit because they'll know. It's like, look, just play this shit normal. I'll make sure I come down there before I die. I don't know when I'm gonna die, but I would make sure that, like, after I tell them, I would actually gather them all in the same spot and let them all know, I got like this many days left. No, don't go out your way. Don't buy me shit. Just get ready for the funeral. You know. And then as far as like my mom's side, again, I would tell my older sister. I would tell my cousin Russell. I would tell my bro BJ. I would tell my bro Adrian. I would definitely tell my brother Courtney and everybody in Saber Night Lights. I would tell the people who actually have been there and it actually give a fuck. As for everyone else, I wouldn't say shit. They find out when I drop the fuck dead in front of them. That's just the way I feel. And this is why I wrote the song. Dying to live, living to die. Now, you got to take it like that. I mean, there are a lot of people who are dying to stay alive. But they are dying. And there are a lot of people who are living just to die. And you have to understand, if you haven't walked a mile in those shoes, you will never know how that shit feels. That being said, I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Life is short. Time goes by fast. Keep an eye on everything. And make sure you cover your ass. Thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you. And I'm not dying anytime soon. At least not by my own man hands.